where Stephen A. ranks LeBron. That would be
number 2 overall, number 2 in the history of basketball.
Yeah, that's all I was going to say. Yeah, number 2 overall, number 2 in the history of basketball. Makes sense. I think most people do.
I'm thinking Kobe Bryant's top 10 all time, probably top 5. He's not number 2 all time in the history of basketball. What's wrong with that, Shaq?
But I have a problem with, what you said. Like, my thing is, it doesn't matter who the GOAT is, my guy should be in the conversation.
Yes.
No, but hold on. So if you guys just throw him out of the conversation.
Stephen A. Smith just crossed a line that even Shaquille O'Neal couldn't ignore. The ESPN analyst tried to explain why he refuses to put Kobe Bryant ahead of LeBron James in the GOAT debate. But Shaq didn't just disagree. He completely shut him down. This wasn't a simple back-and-forth argument. It was a total dismantling of Stephen A.'s credibility.
Sometimes when I hear people talk, I don't understand the criteria. Is it championships? Is it points? Right. Is it, like, I always have arguments with people like, I don't really care who's in it, but I think you should put the right people in.
Yeah.
Right. So right now it's just, for some reason, LeBron and Jordan. Which is fine, but you're not going to throw Kobe in there?
The Big Diesel made it absolutely clear that Michael Jordan is the undisputed GOAT, and in his eyes, Kobe Bryant deserves the number 2 spot ahead of LeBron James. The way Shaq dismantled Stephen A. Smith's argument was nothing short of brutal. And now, we're breaking down every devastating moment from that exchange.
First of all, again, he's one of the all-time greats. There's nothing to debate. But he's number 2 at the 2 guard. He's not number 1. We all know he's not Jordan. He didn't have Jordan's resume. We know this.
Stephen A. Smith's argument against Kobe Bryant came across as not only weak, but also deeply disrespectful.
They've asked me about Kobe. How come Kobe isn't in that conversation? He's got more chips than LeBron James. And I said, my response was, Kobe's not even number 1 in his position. And we all love and
not at all. You got to think about MVPs and like how many he's won.
No,
and, like, other things
I'm not even talking about that. I'm talking about just watching the game with the eye test. As great and as phenomenal as Kobe was, nobody ever said he's superior to MJ, and they played identical positions and had an identical style of play.
He argued that he couldn't place Kobe ahead of LeBron because Kobe's team struggled when he was on his own. Coming from someone who is supposed to understand the game of basketball, it was one of the most ignorant arguments he could have made.
6-time champion, he's a 6-time league MVP, and I still have LeBron number 2 and then Kareem number 3 because of the versatility and all the all-around abilities that LeBron brings to the game, which Bird and Kareem and those guys did not have. LeBron is number 2 all-time behind Michael Jeffrey Jordan.
Stephen A. Smith's argument centers on the idea that LeBron James has managed to avoid disastrous seasons in a way Kobe Bryant never did, noting that LeBron has had only 3 losing seasons in 22 years. But here's what Stephen A. conveniently ignores. Context matters. His surface-level analysis isn't just incomplete, it's downright embarrassing.
No, I think we're upset. I think we're a little edgy. I think it's good for us.
Despite the losses on the road, do you think this team still has time to gel, considering how many road games you have coming up?
Sure, please.
But what's going to be the key, and what stuff have you guys worked on? You haven't had a losing streak like this in years.
Just execute better.
The audacity of Stephen A. Smith to diminish Kobe Bryant's legacy while defending LeBron James's team-hopping strategy is mind-blowing. Stephen A. is essentially rewarding LeBron for running from challenges, while punishing Kobe for staying loyal to one franchise. When Shaquille O'Neal heard Stephen A. leaving Kobe out of the GOAT conversation, he had no choice but to step in and set the record straight. Having played alongside Kobe for 8 years, Shaq wasn't about to let that disrespect slide. Shaq made it clear, saying, "The only thing I don't like about the GOAT conversation is they don't put my boy Kobe Bryant in it. Michael, LeBron, or Kobe. Now y'all can debate." Notice how he framed it. Michael, LeBron, or Kobe. Not Michael, LeBron, and then Kobe. By phrasing it that way, Shaq placed Kobe on equal footing with LeBron in the all-time debate.
I'm thinking Kobe Bryant's top 10 all-time, probably top 5. He's not number 2 all-time in the history of basketball. What's wrong with that, Shaq?
But I have a problem with, what you said. Like, my thing is, doesn't matter who the GOAT is, my guy should be in the conversation.
Yes.
No, but hold on. So if you guys just throw him out of the conversation. So somehow it just went from Mike to LeBron, and you just threw my guy out of the conversation. His name needs to be in there all the time. And when his name is not in there, that's when people have a problem.
I look at Kobe, there is nothing on earth to question the greatness of Kobe Bryant, who to me is one of the greatest of all time. But it did help for those first 3 rings that he had you in your prime to some degree.
That's not the point. The point everybody is making is don't leave him out the conversation.
I'm not leaving him out the conversation.
You are. I don't mind people talking about who their GOAT is, but you definitely got to have my boy in that conversation.
I definitely will, and I definitely will.
Shaq made it clear that while he didn't need Kobe Bryant placed at the very top of the list, Kobe certainly deserved far more respect than what Stephen A. was giving him. The big man was ready to school Stephen A. on what real basketball analysis actually looks like. We as people, we don't stand on what we stand on. But I have a problem with what you said. Doesn't matter who the GOAT is. My guy should be in the conversation, Shaq said firmly. In that moment, you could feel the temperature in the room rising.
I was like Jordan and Kobe and LeBron, that they got to do things I couldn't do. I wanted to be a force in the middle that people were afraid of. So I don't get offended when people do not put my name in that category.
This wasn't just about teammate loyalty. This was a man who witnessed greatness firsthand, correcting someone who only ever watched it on television. Shaquille O'Neal played alongside Kobe Bryant during his prime years. Stephen A. Smith, on the other hand, only saw highlights and box scores. The difference between lived experience and hot-take television had never been more obvious than in this moment. Shaq was speaking from 8 years of practices, games, and championship battles with Kobe. He has always been consistent in saying that Michael Jordan is the GOAT, the best to ever do it. But here's where it gets interesting. Shaq believes Kobe is closer to Jordan than LeBron ever was.
For me, it's always Dr. J and Michael Jordan, matching those guys.
I might get flamed for this, but dude, I'm from Cleveland.
Many former NBA players rank Kobe Bryant ahead of LeBron James in the GOAT debate, arguing that Bryant was the closest thing we ever saw to Michael Jordan, not just in terms of basketball skill, but also in his killer instinct. Shaquille O'Neal witnessed this up close. So when Shaq says that Jordan is the GOAT and Kobe deserves the number 2 spot, he's not simply rattling off rankings. He's making a statement about basketball DNA. Some players have it, and others don't.
Michael looks over at us and said, he can't guard me.
Kobe looks over at Doug Collins and said, this guy cannot.
Stephen A. Smith's argument about team success falls apart the moment you actually examine it. He praises LeBron James for avoiding bad seasons while completely ignoring the fact that LeBron had the luxury of choosing his situations. Kobe Bryant, on the other hand, stayed loyal to one franchise through rebuilds, injuries, and front office mistakes. Meanwhile, LeBron jumped ship every time things got difficult. Which approach shows more character? Shaq knows the answer, even if Stephen A. pretends not to. The irony is that Stephen A. has previously argued Kobe was a better player than Shaq himself, which makes his current position even more contradictory and confusing.
In the spirit of Kobe Bryant, let me end this segment by saying this. Say what you will about Kobe Bryant. That brother put in the work. And it was never an option for him to miss games or to not represent basketball the way that he did. I want everybody to remember that brother was about putting in that work.
Let's talk about what really matters. Championships and how they were won. Kobe Bryant has 5 rings, the same number as Magic Johnson. LeBron James has 4, but they came from 3 different teams. Which is more impressive? Shaq knows the answer. Kobe's championships required sacrifice, loyalty, and unmatched mental toughness. You don't win 5 titles with one franchise by accident. You do it by being elite for more than a decade. Stephen A.'s dismissal of Kobe's down years ignores the reality that every great player has struggled when surrounded by weaker teammates. The difference is Kobe didn't run from the challenge. He stayed, and he figured it out.
In addition to overpowering you inside, you might as well wave the white flag of surrender. Bryant lays it off to
The dribble penetration and the quickness of Kobe Bryant is really causing problems for the Pacer perimeter guys. When he gets in there, the back line steps.
Shaq played alongside Kobe Bryant during some of the most clutch moments in NBA history. So when Stephen A. Smith talks about rankings, Shaq recalls actual games, actual moments, and actual greatness. He remembers the 2000 Western Conference Finals against Portland, when Kobe helped erase a 15-point fourth-quarter deficit in Game 7. He remembers the 2001 playoffs, when Kobe averaged 29.4 points per game. To Shaq, these aren't just statistics, they're memories etched in time. And when he talks about the major difference between LeBron James, Kobe Bryant, and Michael Jordan, it all comes down to one thing: perception on the court when it mattered most. Who did opponents fear more?
They want to be 41 and 41. They don't want to be 40 and 42.
And Bryant for 47. Missed that. Rebound by Jeff Withey.
This is where Shaq's argument completely dismantles Stephen A.'s position. LeBron James is often praised for his basketball IQ in choosing the right situations, but what about loyalty and building something from the ground up? Kobe Bryant spent 20 years with one franchise, enduring both the highs and the lows. He didn't calculate his way to championships. He earned them through perseverance. That's the difference between a true competitor and a calculator.
You are from Philadelphia. I find it unbelievable that the fans are booing you here. Is that hurt your feelings?
Yeah, my feelings are hurt, man. I mean, I'm just out there trying to play and have a good time, and yeah, my feelings are hurt being from Philadelphia.
Was the 2002 MVP Kobe Bryant.
When Shaq defends Kobe Bryant's place in the GOAT conversation, he's defending the principle that some things matter more than perfect circumstances. Character matters, loyalty matters, and mental toughness matters. And when it comes to technical skill, Shaq saw it all firsthand. Kobe's game was more complete, more Jordan-like, and more suited to winning when the lights were brightest. His footwork, fadeaway jumpers, post moves, defensive intensity, and undeniable clutch gene, Kobe had everything. LeBron James is bigger, stronger, and more athletic, but basketball isn't just about physical gifts. Having played with Kobe and against both Kobe and LeBron, Shaq felt the difference. Kobe attacked you with pure skill and relentless will, while LeBron leaned more on physical advantages and favorable matchups. Stephen A. Smith.
Gravitating to the tube or to the ballpark to actually watch you, okay? I don't think it helps that the number one face is a dude that needs an interpreter so you can understand what the hell he's saying in this country.